This is the time to travel. Every baby boomer can feel the urge. It's time to get up and go and visit the world. Waiting in the wings with all the right advice, experience and know-how about travel is Gerard Murphy from Bon Voyage.
It's good to see you, Gerard.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you. And we're not allowed to talk football, I've been told.
No.
Not even allowed to discuss it.
Rugby's off.
I think you should become
determined to weave this into the conversation.
I think you should change your support to the Chiefs. I think they're doing very well at the moment. So
I'm not talking.
you're not going to jump boat. And speaking of boats, ships, travel, Bon Voyage Cruises and Travel. Tell us, you've got 60 seconds to tell us about how wonderful Bon Voyage is.
We are wonderful. As you know, and some of the viewers will know already, we're a smaller agency, travel agency in Cleveland Road and Parnell. And we're a little bit different to some of the travel agencies you see around town. You come in and see us, we've got plenty of room.
Yep.
You can talk to one of our skilled consultants.
Yes. And a lovely cup of coffee.
Lovely cup of coffee. We've all been in the industry 30 years plus. So that adds up to a few years of experience. Because we've been around a while, we've got an accumulated knowledge of many, many destinations. So there's not many places in the world that one of us hasn't seen.
But of course, the cruise business, it's growing every year, isn't it? So we do really need a new terminal, don't we?
We do. It's New Zealanders travelling overseas or travelling on cruises went up by 30% last year.
30%?
Yes.
Wow.
And
you're in a growing industry, Gerard.
We are. Literally. But we've got, coming into Auckland, there's another 4 or 5 ship visits next year, so it's cracking into the 100. In Sydney, they're arguing about the future of their cruise terminals. So they haven't got enough space for all the ships coming in. So if they don't fix that, then the cruise companies are going to say, well,
let's go to New Zealand.
We can go to Auckland.
Yeah. Anyway, Gerard, what's on the menu this week for cruising?
Menu? We've got some Asian food, if you're talking food and a growing industry. We've selected a nice cruise, which we will call a 40-night main course. Yeah. But you can break it down into an entree, a main course and a dessert if you want. So there's 40 nights. But
you don't have to do the full 40 nights.
No, we can break it into half, well, not quite half, into a 17-night cruise, a 23-night cruise, or you can do the whole 40. My
next question, Gerard, is where is this 40-night cruise?
Right, we're going from Sydney in September, 12th of September.
Of this year.
Yes, so it's not that far away, but it's pretty well priced, and that's why it appealed to me.
Fly to Sydney?
We'll fly you to Sydney, correct. Yes. So we'll fly you to Sydney before the cruise, which departs Sydney on the 12th of September. Then from Sydney, you're going up to Airlie Beach, to Darwin, Bandar Seri Begawan, capital of Brunei. Yeah. So there's a bit of money there. Yeah. Next door to Kota Kinabalu, into Hong Kong, a night in Hong Kong on the ship before you get off. Then, of course, we'll give you 2 nights in a hotel.
In Hong Kong?
In Hong Kong.
Great.
Then fly you home with Air New Zealand. Option 2.
Option 2. So that was 17 nights,
17 nights cruise plus 2 nights in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Option 2 is to do the second half of this grand cruise. And that's where we fly to Hong Kong, 2 nights in a good hotel there. And then you join the Sun Princess and you go through Shanghai, Busan and Korea. And then we've got 3 ports in Japan, Nagasaki, Osaka, which is the port for Kyoto, and Tokyo. Coming back, you have a scenic cruise around Iwo Jima, which was of course famous in the Second World War.
The battle of Iwo Jima.
Into Guam, which was a lovely tropical destination, and I can say I've been there. We had to refuel on a flight that was caught in a tropical cyclone years ago. So we called in at Guam, and believe it or not, the pilot paid for the gas in Guam with his American Express card. We nearly couldn't leave because they had no agreement with the airline, but the pilot put it on his American Express. Very kind of him.
Oh, gosh.
Probably got a few frequent flyer points.
I hope he got it back.
So coming out of Guam into Rabaul in New Guinea.
Yes.
And then back down to Brisbane and into Sydney. So it's a lovely 23-night itinerary.
Gosh, so if you took the lot, that'd be 40 nights, but you can divide it into 2.
Yep.
Wow, what a wonderful trip.
It's a great
I'd love to do it. Now, we've heard all about the journey and where we're stopping, but what is the name of the ship that we'll be going
This
on,
is the
Gerard?
Sun Princess. So
The Sun Princess.
we've talked about these Princess Cruises ships before. They have 3 operating out of Sydney.
Yep.
The Sun Princess, the Sea Princess and the Dawn Princess.
Yes.
These are what are now, they used to be big ships, but there's so many bigger ones.
Yeah.
These are now called mid-sized ships. So they're 77,000 tonnes for the technically minded.
Yep.
Take about 1,900 people. So that, the summary of that is there's a lot of space for everybody.
Now, we need to know one very important little piece of information. It's called the price.
The price.
The price.
So option 1, which
Option
is
1,
the
that's from
Sydney to Hong Kong cruise.
Yep. Option 1.
That starts from 4,300 on an inside cabin
Okay.
and ranges up to a balcony cabin at 5,800. Option 2, which
Option
is
2. That's
23-night cruise plus
from
the
Hong
flights,
Kong.
of course. From Hong Kong to Sydney starts at 5,900.
5,900. That's the inside cabin, is
Yep.
it?
And
Yep.
ranges up to 8,500 for a
8,500.
lovely balcony cabin.
How much for the, if you do the whole 40 days?
Well, this is the good news. If you've got the time,
Yes.
which some of you have, let's admit it,
Yeah.
you can do the 40-night cruise, which is cheaper than the combination of the two.
Yes.
So that starts at 7,400
Oh, that's very good, isn't it? Yeah.
and ranges up to the full balcony cabin at 11,249.
249.
And that's 40 nights.
40.
You divide those prices by 40, it's wonderful.
Now, you've been married for 30 years. What better present for a 30th wedding anniversary or a 60th birthday or a 50th than to book this to 40 wonderful nights, romantic nights.
It is a wonderful cruise. You're getting,
You could score points by doing this, couldn't you?
well, you're getting some beach destinations, you're getting fabulous cities like Hong Kong, you're going into Shanghai, you're seeing those beautiful cities of, you're seeing the wonderful cities of Japan, and you don't have to go far to get into the beautiful rural Japan with all the gardens.
Gosh.
And you're getting to places like Guam, which, let's
You'd
face
never
it,
go to normally.
you're not
would
going to fly to Guam. You can, but you won't.
You might have to pay for the petrol.
Yes.
So how can we book this wonderful adventure?
As you know, we only have 2 words in our world, Bon Voyage, which covers everything. That's our website, bonvoyage.co.nz.
Yep.
The phone number is Bon Voyage, 0800,
266 869.
which is 0800 Bon Voyage.
266 869.
And for those that are nearby, come and see us in Cleveland Road and Parnell. We'll make you a coffee, tell you all about the cruises. And
we'll make sure you have fun.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's the fun industry, isn't it?
It is.
Let's change it from the travel industry to the fun industry.
You've got to enjoy your life.
Gerard Murphy, we're going to see you in 2 weeks' time.
You will.